Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg. All eyes, Richard, on the guard matchup in this one with two incredible talents going head-to-head.
And we've been really spoiled with all of these guards that we get to watch. The league today has as much talent at the 1 and 2 as it ever has.
A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. The post pairing forms Smith along with Şengün. Porter Jr. is the point with Green on the wing. And it's Martin in at the 3, the small forward. And Green slams it in.
The defense gets physical with Green inside, so he uses his agility to get around it.
Anunoby against Porter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Richard, if there's one thing the Rockets want to emphasize this year, it's defense.
Yeah, no question. They've been one of the worst defensive teams in the league the past few seasons. To turn your fortunes around, you gotta focus on defense. It's the most important thing.
He hits the second from the line.
The Raptors are only a few years removed from its championship in 2019. Boy, a lot has changed since then.
Porter passes to Green. Back to Porter. Outside, Green. Lock at 6. Toronto grabs the miss. A lot of change. Toronto is without some of the key pieces from that title team, and it wasn't that long ago. But, Greg, they haven't had to go through a full rebuild. There are some remaining parts.
Listen, the talent they have is still undeniable, and they've got a good mix of young up-and-comers and players in the prime of their career.
Basket good.
And unafraid to challenge the heart of this defense. VanVleet's a strong finisher for his side.
Green kicks to Porter. Pass to Smith. Got a piece of it and stolen by Barnes. On the wing, Anunoby. Pirtle trying to get open, and play stops as it looks like they call an over the back here.
Well, he thought he could slip by there and grab the board, but got too much body and gets called for going over the back.
And this is why we say block out. It is a fundamental thing that is often overlooked and hurts you every time.
Green passes to Şengün, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
VanVleet kicks to Anunoby. Good, and VanVleet gets the assist.
And great find by VanVleet. He's in control of this offense and generally makes good decisions.
Porter dishes to Green. Pass to Şengün. Back to Green. Oh, and he jams it right over Pascal Siakam. Wow!
And one of Green's best assets, his leaping ability. He's a natural athlete, very explosive.
The pass to Pirtle. Now Siakam. Back to Pirtle. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Misses from short range.
And you look at Jakob Pirtle, great touch and presence inside the paint. Can get you with a move or just power his way to the hoop.
And Greg Pirtle has so many options to score inside.
And that's why he's such an efficient scorer, Kevin. Very composed at the rim. Doesn't need a lot of time to get his shot off inside.
And so VanVleet will bring it up for the Raptors. Trailing by 2. Passes it to Anunoby. 1:39 left here in the first quarter. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anunoby. Outside, Green. Outside, Porter. And stolen by Siakam. Anunoby passes to Pirtle. And that one, good.
When Pirtle gets the rock deep inside, the D is toast. Can't allow him to get comfortable from there.
Porter looking it over. They kick it out to Green. 1:02 left in the first quarter. Just 5 on the clock. And Pirtle pulls it down. The Raptors have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Van Vliet with it. Now guarded by Porter. Such a wide open look. Anunoby's got 7 points.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
And he comes up with the deuce.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And that's a foul called on Kenyon Martin. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He's still got a good outcome.
Van Vliet against Porter. Van Vliet kicks to Pirtle. That falls. Great assist by Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got 3 assists now in this one. Rockets trail by 3. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Porter. And Pirtle sends it back.
And you got to give appreciation to how Pirtle punishes shooters. A dynamite shot blocker with impeccable timing. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. That one falls. Porter's got his second basket.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
A big-time effort for OG Anunoby, providing a lot of energy for Toronto. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
Greg, when you look at Toronto, they have a lot of length and defensive switchability.
They swarm opposing stars and tend to make it very difficult in those passing lanes. So a great profile for a modern NBA defense.
Taking a look at the Rockets, we've got Kaminsky. He's out there with Boban Marjanovic, and it's Tate in at the 2 spot. Flynn against Tate. The kick out to Young. Sinks the triple. Young's got the lead up to 6 now for the Raptors.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Christopher the pass to Tate. The shot, no good. And Toronto will come the other way. Trent outside. Here's Flynn. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
And the call will be against Thaddeus Young. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Kaminsky kicks to Marjanovic. Here's Christopher, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. Back to Flynn. To the middle. Achua in the corner. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, thank you very much. The Rockets are in a full rebuild, and they have a young roster which is taking its lumps. But Coach Stephen Silas says we very rarely give up. This team has a lot of fight, character, and grit, and we are learning. Kevin, it's a long process, but it's worth doing.
Yep, no shortcuts, David, but the journey is the reward. They're building from the ground up. It's fun to watch, and we thank you for that story. Pass to Marjanovic. Shoots over Achua. Marjanovic, no good. Here's the Raptors with the ball. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Achua kicks to Flynn. In your younger days, RJ, you had seasons where you averaged over 22 points a game. Some players later in their careers struggle accepting smaller roles, different roles. As a player, talk about that challenge.
Self-confidence is a weird one. Sometimes it can work great for you, and sometimes it can work against you. For me personally, as I got older, I loved finding the challenge. And the challenge was, how could I star in my role? Was it as a 10-point-a-game scorer? Was it as a 20-point-a-game scorer? Or was it as a 5-point-a-game scorer? Because ultimately, you have a chance to have an impact on the game. I love basketball, so I was going to take any role you were going to give me.
What a great answer. So in other words, you've always got to evolve.
You always get to evolve, and it's always going to be adapt or die, especially as you get older. You have to adapt or your career is going to end. I would have never played 17 years if I didn't adapt.
And it's blocked. And he drives in. The kick out to Young. Right side Flynn. Back to Young. There's the triple. And again, Toronto with the triple. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Raptors. Rockets trail by 17. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Kaminsky, the pass to Tate. Kaminsky with the screen. Tate finds Kaminsky to end the cold streak. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
It's Trent on the wing. Here's Porter. Rebounded by Kaminsky. And here are the Rockets now. 17-point game. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Tate to the left wing. Young with the steal. And a wide open look for Porter. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Porter's got 5 points in the quarter.
Coming into the league, Porter didn't have that. Now, after a ton of work, he's a long ball threat.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors controlling. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly.
Boy, this hurts to have to bring up, but I was there for the Rockets title-winning days back in '94 when I was with the Knicks. I saw Houston in the finals firsthand.
The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. Fred VanVleet out there with Anunoby. And it's Pirtle in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
And those are 2 loud points. Siakam flushes it without much effort.
Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But, Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Back-to-back titles for the Rockets in the mid-'90s. You were just talking about that. Greg, what sticks out to you about those teams?
First and foremost, the dream. Hakeem Olajuwon, he doesn't get his due at times, but the dream is one of the all-time greats. Olajuwon's defense really changed games.
Smith against Siakam. Over Smith. He can't get it to go. And the Rockets take it the other way. Outside Porter. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And with Kevin Porter Jr. and Michael Porter Jr. and Otto Porter Jr. Guys, I'm sensing a pattern here.
It can even get a little confusing at times, but no relation that I'm aware of. They're just Porters, juniors, and quality NBA players.
Rockets trail by 20. Martin kicks to Smith. Green left side. From outside the arc, gets it to go from beyond the arc. Green's got 5 points in the quarter.
This is a smart play by Green, getting some help with the screen instead of trying to do it all by yourself.
Anunoby in the corner. Here's Barnes. Drives to the hoop, and it's Barnes slamming it down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. They kick it out to Green. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Jakob Poeltl.
And with that lightning first step of Jalen Green, very few defenders have a chance of keeping him in front.
And the second free throw, good. And Greg, one thing about that blinding speed of Green, he's got to make his reads faster as well.
I think the game is slowing down for him, though, Kevin. And that and speeding up his shot release will make him even tougher to deal with.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, guys. Now, Jalen Green is on a mission. He says, every time I step on the floor, I always have something to prove to who's ever in those stands. A lot of people will hate on me or have their opinions. I'm just going to think about that when I step on the floor. I'm going to prove everybody wrong. Kevin?
That's a great chip to keep on his shoulder. David, thanks. Barnes hits them both. And Scotty Barnes, the Rookie of the Year in 2022 in the NBA.
And you could argue he was maybe the biggest surprise of the 21 draft. Made a huge impact on the floor immediately. If you did a redraft of that class, he'd be closer to the top.
Van Vliet against Porter. Van Vliet passes to Siakam. 6 on the shot clock. That's a 2 from Barnes. Offensive rebound, Poeltl. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And guarding Poeltl is never easy. He's got so many moves and ways to get defenders to be overly physical with him.
A new group in now for the Raptors. Young's checked in for Siakam. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Scotty Barnes. Trent's checked in for OG Anunoby. And Flynn subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. Outside for Martin. Outside, Green. And it's Otto Porter with the foul. That's his first foul. Achua, he's checked in for Toronto. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Here's Porter. Takes it inside. Here's Şengün. Outside for Martin. Smith surveying the D. 5 on the clock. Porter finds Green. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Toronto, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Young outside, launches a 3. Right side, Porter lets it go with a 3. Şengün with the rebound. Şengün's got his 4th rebound in this one. The kick out to Porter. Şengün passes to Porter. Knocks down the 3 ball. Porter's got 5 points now this quarter.
Shooting while in rhythm. Porter Jr. has an impressive understanding for when to let that thing fly.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Trent gets the bucket.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And the Raptors making a change here. Boucher is checked in. Here's Christopher. In the corner, Tate with it. Pass to Christopher. All sorts of time. And that's good for 2.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Trent. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Frank Kaminsky picks one up. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first free throw is good. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Launches it. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already.
Please give a big round of applause to your Raptors.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Toronto leading by 21. So on the floor for Houston, we've got Jason Tate, Kaminsky out there with Marjanovic, and it's Christopher in at the point guard position.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Marjanovic finds Kaminsky. Guarded by Porter. 6 to shoot. Houston needs to get a shot off. Goes back up. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Smart accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. Now, here's Boucher. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Now that James Harden has left Houston, can we appreciate the 8 years he just had with the Rockets? He was an all-star every season in Clutch City.
And you mentioned it, looking at the accomplishments for Harden in Houston, I mean, absolutely incredible.
Yeah, look, 8 seasons, and let's go down the list. 6 first-team All-NBA selections, an MVP, 3 scoring titles. Harden carried that franchise at times, nearly got Houston to the finals, just ran into some tough luck. Well, yeah, and also the Warriors. They are tough luck.
They are. He also had the right coach, didn't he? The right coach at the right time for the right play. Flynn against Kaminsky. Young with no one around. The shot's good on the assist by Flynn. Flynn's got 4 assists in the game. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Count that bucket.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
The kick out to Young to the wing right side. And there's the pass to Boucher. Misses the 3.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Marjanovic passes to Kaminsky. Here's Christopher. There's the 3. Tries again. Back to Kaminsky. Houston moving the ball around. Tate kicks to Marjanovic. Lays it up off the glass.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Right side Flynn. Screen by Young. With the drive. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And that's 11 points for Thaddeus Young.
Backed by great length, I'd call Young a reliable interior scoring option.
And he commits the intentional foul.
There's really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. Green, the pass to Smith. Back to Green. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
Glad we got the chance to see that remarkable rejection.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Porter inside. He's guarded by Anunoby. Smith dishes to Green. Shot clock at 5. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Good on the three-point shot.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Raptors.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for OG Anunoby.
And he's been a well-oiled machine on offense, keeping things simple on this end, getting the looks that he wanted, knocking him down.
Here's Şengün. Back to Green. Now a timeout called by Houston. They're trailing by 26. There's 53 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. On the wing, Porter. No good with the triple. And Siakam has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. Back to Barnes. Shoots the 3. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. The drive by Green. Good D by Anunoby. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked. They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
Martin for 3. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Barnes down low. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really...
be the Raptors off the tip. And checking out Brooklyn's opening lineup, they've got Dorian Finney-Smith, Patrick Mills out there with Mikal Bridges. Then there's Johnson, and it's Claxton in at the center position. Well, the pace figures to be fast tonight. Two teams that thrive when the tempo is at its quickest.
You're going to love this one. Up and down. Neither squad likes to use too much of the shot clock. They'll be looking to get out in transition every time they get a chance. And though he's become a more complete player, Patty Mills' calling card is still the deep ball.
And it's hard to overstate the impact OG Anunoby has on defense, Greg.
Hey, BA, an absolute terror on the wings. I mean, he has great length, moves well, just one of the best one-on-one perimeter defenders in the league. And guys, so many great players coming out of Canada. The Raptors have converted a nation, not just watching basketball, but to playing it as well.
Outside Mills, launches a three. Rebound by the Raptors. The drive by Van Vliet, stolen by Bridges. Here's Finney-Smith. Drains the triple.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And Grant, you think back to those early Raptors jerseys with the big dinosaur. They admit it was aimed at the kids.
Yeah, of course. I mean, rather than win over the older hockey fans, they went after the younger generation. And now they're all grown up and packing the seats. I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
And that's a foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Inside. Outside Johnson. 5 to shoot. Jacks up a three.
What length from Scotty Barnes, a tough defender.
The shot by Johnson, no good. Outside Anunoby. Van Vliet outside. Kicks it out to Siakam. Here's Pirtle. Here's Van Vliet. Back to Siakam. Out to the wing. Fires for three. Claxton with a rebound. The Nets have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in, and he gets that one.
I love it. Beautiful job getting to the rim, making a play.
Van Vliet right side. Claxton with a rebound. The Nets with a lead. Outside Mills. To the paint. Outside Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Perfect vision. Mills getting quicker these days at spotting the open man.
Anunoby for three. Rebound Brooklyn. Claxton's got 4 rebounds in the game. Brooklyn has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. To the inside. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hops, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Rebound Brooklyn. Claxton's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Finney-Smith, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front, trying not to look back.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Toronto trailing. And here's Van Vliet. Boy, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. It's stolen by Johnson. Mills with it. Van Vliet covering to the middle. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Johnson passes to Mills. Pass to Finney-Smith. Launches it. Pirtle grabs a miss. Pirtle's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Siakam. It's tipped. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. The ball's knocked loose. Outside Johnson. Back to Claxton. Outside Finney-Smith. Just 5 to shoot. The kick out to Johnson. Over Barnes. The shot by Johnson. No good. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Brooklyn.
What they've done is they've looked to push the pace and transition early, and it's paid dividends with their fast break points.
Yeah, on top of that, they've been resourceful defensively, generating scoring opportunities by forcing turnovers.
On the floor for the Nets, we've got Joe Harris. Royce O'Neal is out there with Ben Simmons. Then there's Seth Curry, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 2. And defense is now all about switching. Smitty, when you played, would you rather be switched onto a big inside or onto a smaller, quicker player on the perimeter?
Easy answer for me, B.A. I would definitely love to be switched on a little guy and use my size and strength. Obviously, they'll have the advantage with the quickness, but I do not want to get bruised up by those big guys.
Now here's Simmons. The Nets need to get off a shot here. Second chance shot. Toronto grabs the miss.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
Outside for Porter. Off target from three-point range. The Nets have got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. Down low. Now Young with a steal. And now the Raptors on the break. Here's Achua. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Achua's got his first 2 points.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Timeout called. Brooklyn. The Raptors making a switch here. Boucher's checked in. Watanabe's checked in for Brooklyn. And how about the career Thaddeus Young has had, Smitty?
B.A., you love to have those veterans that do a great job passing out all that wisdom. And B.A., Thaddeus has a lot left on the floor.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, guys, Pascal Siakam's play had dipped for a while after he got the big bag. He said, it was like, you got the max contract, but are you the guy? That's something I really struggled with. But there's still another level that I can get to, and I see myself as an all-star, and there's a lot more to unleash. Brian?
Yeah, just now entering his prime, Allie. Thank you. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Outside Young from downtown. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Simmons. Trent outside. Young with a screen on Harris. Outside for Porter. Fires from deep. And no good. And Brooklyn going the other way now. Here's O'Neal. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And so it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. Brooklyn with the ball. They lead by 7. Here's Watanabe. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Very limited time so far in the career of a Watanabe. The size alone gets you excited about his potential.
Out of bounds, it'll be the Nets ball. And we have to take another look at that block.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
The Nets have gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. You know, in regards to Watanabe, how much of an impact can he bring, you think, Smitty?
Yeah, I think he can have a big impact. Playing a small forward position, he's 6'9", he's big. He's on the leaner side, and he moves well for his size. More minutes on the floor will prove very beneficial for him.
Out of bounds, it'll be the Nets ball. And it's Brooklyn ball. They've gone on an 8-0 run. Pass to Watanabe. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Watanabe's got 5 points now this quarter.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Toronto's gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Here's Flynn. And again, Toronto no good.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the timeout or do you let your guys try to fight through it?
Pass to O'Neal. Here's Simmons. That one falls. And the Nets lead by 17.
It's been an outstanding performance for them in just about every area.
Especially considering it's on the road in front of a tough crowd. They've been able to block out the distractions.
And here are the Nets now. A nice run going, 12 in a row.
The people upstairs in Brooklyn have been making some very interesting moves, trying to put together a championship caliber team.
Here's O'Neal. A 17-point lead, their biggest. Dinwiddie outside. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Simmons. Here's Watanabe. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. A line change here for Toronto. The Raptors have gone 1 for 6 in the second quarter. Not great. There's 53 seconds left in the first half.
Hey, yo, right here.
Siakam left side.
Tough to contain Siakam around the rim. He has underrated strength.
Second team foul.
That's good from Siakam.
For Toronto.
And he makes both free throws. There's 45 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Claxton. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Ooh, that's a tough spot to be in as a defender. With that height disadvantage, it's very hard to protect the rim.
At the arc, Siakam can be so dangerous. When he gets an opening, he drills it.
To the right side. Finney Smith with it. Van Vliet covering. Out to the right wing. And here's Mills for 3. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
"16 seconds left in the first half of basketball.
Come to me,
Pass to Claxton. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That's on Jakob Poeltl. First one falls for him. Second free throw, no good. Anunoby passes to Siakam. Misses the deep three-point attempt. All right, Allie, thanks for that. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Boy, you look at Pascal Siakam. He's been playing really well.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
What can you say? Shooting is a premium in this league, and you can see why.
The forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. OG Anunoby out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Pirtle in at the 5 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
I like the decision-making there by Mills. Dishes to the roller on time and where he can do something with it.
Right side, Anunoby. Back to Barnes. 5 on the clock. Kicks it out to Siakam. The 3-ball. The offensive rebound. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Got to be on the lookout for Pirtle crashing the glass, using his body to wreck the defense on the boards.
Left side, Mills. Left side, Johnson. Bridges against Anunoby. From behind the arc. And the Nets, another 3.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused, and they've executed.
Brooklyn has gone 5 of 12 from 3-point range tonight. And now it seems Siakam is in his prime. How do you see his place in the league, Grant?
Well, I really like him, but he seems to be an elite second option. Not sure if you want to build an entire offense around him, but certainly has proven to be an important piece to a championship-level team.
That 2021 draft class was stacked with talent. You look at a guy like Scotty Barnes. He went 4th overall, a player any team would love to have.
You know, what sticks out with Barnes is his versatility on both ends of the court.
BA, let's talk about the defensive end. He is disruptive. He has a 7'3" wingspan, and he can guard 1 through 5. Offensively, he can handle, pass, and score. The sky is the limit for Scotty Barnes, BA.
Now here's Anunoby. From deep 3-point range. Siakam in the post. Lays it up and banks it in. Siakam's got 13.
Big-time move and a big night for Siakam, looking like a perennial all-star.
And here's Mills for 3. Pirtle grabs a miss. Pirtle's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. VanVleet, the pass to Anunoby. Out left to the wing. And here's VanVleet from the arc. Here's Pirtle. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
Great strength from Jakob Pirtle, able to take the hit and still score. Impressive.
So the Nets making a switch here. Finney Smith's checked in. And as solid as Pirtle is during the game, his free throws, Grant, can be an issue.
BA, it really limits his minutes during close games late. You know, he's right around 50% for his career. He has decent form, so there is some hope for improvement.
Now here's Johnson. Pass to Claxton. Doubled by VanVleet. Claxton can't get it to go.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
VanVleet, the pass to Siakam. VanVleet against Mills. Kicks it out to Siakam. Going inside. Another score. His 5th make out of 10 tries.
An excellent ball handler for his size. Pascal doing damage going downhill.
Time called here. The Nets decide to talk it over now.
Here they are. 4, 5, 2.
Harris is checked in for Brooklyn. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the 3rd quarter. Outside Mills. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Mills has got 8 points.
You know, he's not someone who spends a ton of time in the painted area, but Patty Mills looking comfortable on that one.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Out to Bridges. 1:04 left to play in the third quarter. And here's Harris outside. Knocks down the long J. Harris has gotten his second bucket of the game. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for the Nets.
What I love, and the coaching staff has to love, is the defense. They've really brought the energy with all these blocks we've seen in this one.
They've also been showing us standout play on the fast break, working as a team to create easy opportunities.
Just 4 to shoot. Trent, the pass to Boucher, and finished off by Boucher.
Gary Trent Jr., his teammate, was so open, he could have passed it with his eyes closed.
They set the pick. Mills with it, and it's Young picking him up. Finney-Smith. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there. Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
And stolen by Boucher. And a fast break now for the Raptors. Here's Flynn. Pass to Trent. That'll count. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's Brooklyn. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Toronto shooting just around 32% from the field. On the court for the Nets as we get the fourth quarter going. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Joe Harris. Then it's Nicholas Claxton. And it's Curry in at the 1. So it's Brooklyn now. After the basket by Toronto. And down it goes. 2 points. Curry's got his first points in this one.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Here's Flynn. Young with a screen on Curry. The kick out to Young. The 3. Claxton with a rebound.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Back to Harris. Pass to Finney-Smith. Lets it go from deep. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And he's not taking it easy on them at all. I mean, we all know he's going to keep pouring it on.
I mean, defensively, if you have any hope of coming back in this game, you can't afford to give him those looks.
Rebound Brooklyn. Claxton's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Pass to Finney-Smith from deep. And here's Harris from deep. Porter pulls it in.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
The 3 from Curry. Ooh, excellent D there from Young. The Raptors have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Trent's shot is off. Brooklyn has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Trent.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
A line change here for Toronto. Brooklyn calls timeout. And now let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game.
With the way he shot the ball, he had to be the choice. His percentage was fantastic, and he's just done a great job of finding space and taking advantage of every inch the defense gives him.
Well, it didn't start out with him being in this crowd's crosshairs, but as the game went along, he kept pouring it on them. It's safe to say they don't want to see this guy anywhere near their arena for a long, long time. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Pass to Thomas. Clock at 6. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. No team has had to make more sacrifices than Toronto during the pandemic.
You are right about that, B.A. I mean, they had to change their home base to Tampa. In essence, they spent an entire season on the road. It was tough for everyone, but the Raptors faced some big challenges.
The Nets have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Pass to Claxton. Barnes against Bridges. Now Mills. Gets some space and parries the jumper. And the Nets lead by 21. They just can't stop this run.
And honestly, the more empty trips they have, the more they feel the pressure.
Great shooting instincts from Pascal Siakam. He knew he had that quick shot in the bag.
Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. He's really creating plenty of looks with his passing.
There's been an emphasis on ball movement, and he's been a major catalyst.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Pass to Bridges. Over Van Vliet. And the basket by Bridges.
He needs to be more proactive on offense and shoot it more. He's making most of his shots, so he's got to demand the ball more.
Here's Van Vliet. Anunoby with it. Brooklyn with the board. Claxton's got rebound number 11. Van Vliet outside. Siakam outside. Outside Anunoby. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Siakam.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Nets.
Man, they were in a groove from long range tonight.
Yeah, they were able to find space, and they were ready to let it fly the moment they saw an opening.
Here's Claxton. To the wing on the left. Right side Johnson. Pass to Claxton. It's tipped. It's stolen by Barnes. Anunoby passes to Siakam. And Siakam with the slam.
And you have to credit Anunoby. He's put in the work to become a better playmaker.
Here's Claxton. Now Mills. Back to Claxton. And it's Toronto with a rebound. There's 25 seconds left in the final quarter. Oh, deflected. It's stolen by Johnson. Pass to Thomas. Mills with it. Here's Claxton, covered by Pirtle. Here's Thomas. Bridges outside. Shoots over Barnes. Missed it. So we see the Nets taking the W here. This one wasn't even close.
fantastic centers, Clark, in this matchup tonight. Some throwback basketball.
Well, you know, there was a time, Kevin, when centers dominated the league. And as you said, tonight we're going to throw it back to those days.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Mills. He's out there with Mikal Bridges. And it's Claxton in at the center, locking down the middle. Now here is Martin.
And the length and quick feet allow Bridges to match up defensively against almost anyone on the floor.
Porter passes to Martin. And that's a foul called on Kenyon Martin. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality. On defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Now here's Mills, guarded by Porter. He took the opportunity when he saw it.
Boy, pushing the action on the screen and roll. Mills gets the space he needs to finish.
GA, the Houston Rockets, coming off back-to-back losing seasons, and that has been tough for that franchise and for the city.
And Kevin, no doubt it affects the team's morale. It's hard to find the positives and see the road ahead, but listen, you got to stay strong and focus on just getting better every day.
Houston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Outside, Porter. To the inside, Smith. And Smith with the stuff.
Fantastic job moving the ball there by Porter Jr., understanding exactly what was available when his teammates were open.
Here's Claxton. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Steps back. Here's Green. Brooklyn with the rebound. Here's Finney Smith. Poked away. It's taken away by Smith. On the wing, Porter. Off target with his 3. And so it's Mills who will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. And stolen by Şengün. He kicks to Smith. A beautiful reverse layup. Smith's got 7 points in the game.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Bridges with it, now guarded by Porter. And last season, the Nets were a favorite to win. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to
previous play is underrated.
Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
During the last decade, the 2010s, Houston had loads of success. The 4th most wins in the league during that time. Unfortunately, they never got to the final.
Count it.
Man, that was impressive. Kevin Porter Jr. The concentration needed to score that one, very impressive.
They set the pick. Mills, that's a 2-pointer, will not go. This is off the front iron. For the Rockets during the 2010s, Clark, all winning seasons.
Yeah, and you know, the biggest reason that Houston didn't reach the finals in my mind was the West was loaded. The Spurs were always a contender. OKC had a nice run. And of course, during that time, the Warriors became dynastic.
Here's Mills, following the basket by Jabari Smith. Back to Mills. The pass to Claxton. No good with the layup.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Martin kicks to Şengün. The shake. Out to Smith. Pass to Martin. Back to Smith. And some nice passing there by Houston. 5 to shoot. And the wide open shot from Green. Bridges with the board.
Well, the defense got lucky there with him missing it, but they don't want to chance that again.
It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
Got a hand on it. 41 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Mills. Right wing. From past the arc. Second chance shot. Claxton no good. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Inside. Şengün finds Martin. And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Outside Green. Outside Porter. He gets it up. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. Jabari Smith has been leading the... And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Rockets, guys.
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Joe Harris. Ben Simmons is out there with O'Neal. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard position.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Here's Watanabe. The Rockets making the shot. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Watanabe's got himself on the board with 3 there. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
Kaminsky is screen on Dinwiddie. Ball stolen. One-on-one fast break. In the corner, it's Harris. Offline with his 3. Rockets trail.
And for the Nets, it's been a whirlwind last couple years. Assembling a super team, and before you knew it, it fell apart. But this franchise has been back from the ashes before, so don't write off that front office just yet.
The Nets have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Passes it to O'Neal. Back to Dinwiddie. Simmons sets a screen for Dinwiddie. And Simmons slams it in.
We talk about the feel for the game, and Simmons has it. So adept at cashing in on what the defense gives him off these pick and roll sets, and that's not as easy as he makes it look.
Here's Christopher. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Kaminsky, the pass to Marjanovic. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Christopher, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Here now is Dinwiddie. This one for three. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And that one's good, Marjanovic.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
They set the screen.
Houston foul.
A new lineup here for Houston.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
It's the Nets now. It's a 5-point game. And the pass to Finney-Smith. Clock at 6. It's taken away by Smith. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Pass to Green.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
When you think of half-court offenses in general, Greg, how critical is ball and player movement to a team's success?
Kevin, unless you have incredible isolation scores, it's essential. Even then, keeping the defense rotating and reacting is the best way to create open looks and offensive rebound opportunities. The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Mark, let's go back to when the Rockets traded away James Harden in 2020. How has that reset gone?
I like what it looks like, Kevin. Building through the draft. I love the young talent they've been able to acquire, and they've done it with a bunch of future first-round picks in their back pocket. So they're not done. There's more to come in drafting high-quality talent.
Here's Green, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, Jalen Green is a product of G League Ignite, and clearly showing other folks there's a new path for potential lottery picks to take.
The Nets making a switch here. Curry's checked in. It's tipped, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
And that was a risky pass. Fortunate that the D didn't get that one. It was in the air for a long time.
Watanabe's checked in for Brooklyn. O'Neal comes in for Johnson. Now here's Curry. Pass to Watanabe. It's stolen by Green. There's 48 seconds left now here in the second. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. Here's Curry. Driving in. Bridges, no one around him. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Bridges has got the lead up to 7 now for the Nets.
A precision passer, Curry, also excellent at seeing his guys when they're open.
Here's Porter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
Nets leading by 5. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. In the corner, O'Neal with it. Outside for Curry. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Watanabe. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets.
30.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. We've seen Mikal Bridges really having a great game.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
We've got Kaminsky. He's out there with Boban Marjanovic, and it's Christopher in at the point. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Bridges passes to Watanabe. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Here's Christopher, guarded by Curry. And Bridges with a clear path to the basket.
And there you see the basketball IQ Bridges has. Natural court sense. He knows exactly where to be.
To the wing on the left. Guarded by O'Neal. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Dinwiddie's checked in for Brooklyn. Nets leading by 11. Pass to Watanabe. Back to Curry. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Now here's Kaminsky. He's tightly guarded. Guarded by O'Neal. 6 on the shot clock. Marjanovic with a screen for Tate. That one misses. The Nets go the other way with it.
Yo, watch it.
Dinwiddie passes to Watanabe. Fires the three. That one falls, coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Christopher. There's the pass to Marjanovic. Marjanovic, a screen on Dinwiddie. Back to Marjanovic. Houston needs to get a shot off. And they recover it. Shot clock reset for the Rockets. Tate finds Kaminsky.
Get there.
They shoot again. And finally they hit one. Kaminsky's got his first bucket in this one.
Those arms of Kaminsky go on forever, which helps them snag these second chance opportunities.
And Boban Marjanovic picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Down low, it's stolen by Marjanovic.
Active hands prevented an easy bucket that time.
Out to the right wing. Kaminsky, the pass to Christopher.
2 minutes.
In the corner, Tate with it. 6 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound, Brooklyn. And Curry with the clear path to the hoop. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And you know, Seth Curry has that shooter's mentality, which makes defenses uncomfortable. And that's part of how he gets these calls.
And both free throws good for Curry.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
To the right side. Shakes him. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, the defender all over.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. There's 1:40 left to play here in the third. Up top, Mills. He has 6. Unable to get that one.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Covered by Johnson. Here's Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Now, here's Tate. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. It's deflected. They recover it. Count that one, and the Nets' lead has been cut down now to just 8 on the basket for Marjanovic. And the Nets decide to take their first timeout here.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
So both teams making some changes here. Brooklyn leading by 8. Simmons, a screen on Porter. To the paint, deflects the pass, and stolen by Şengün. And here's Green outside. Here's Porter. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Look, we've seen Kevin Porter Jr. go off for 50 in a game. He's got some serious skills on the offensive end.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Defenses try to test Porter's physicality, but he's adjusted well to it.
Here's Mills, and he gets the bucket. Mills has got 8 points. 17 seconds left in the third. Porter looking it over. Lays it up and banks it in. 12 points for him.
Clearly, Porter Jr. is fired up right now. He's not holding anything back on the offensive end, letting it all hang out.
It's taken away by Smith, and we've watched 3 so far in this one. Nets lead by 6. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter, what is still anybody's ballgame. Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Cameron Johnson, and it's Finney Smith in at the power forward. Now here's Dinwiddie. 3-pointer kept alive. Claxton the pass to Johnson. Second shot opportunity. Claxton no good. Rockets trail by 6. Outside Green. And it's Green with the jam.
Green doing work inside. Feels like he can score on just about anybody.
Bridges attacking. Tipped away. It's stolen by Smith. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Back to Martin. Houston moving it around. Now, here's Şengün. Tight defense on him. There's the pick. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
Man, I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Mills, he's checked in for Dinwiddie. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team, and he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired and it's been a tough game, but we can't hold back. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full speed, guys.
Thanks so much, David. Porter, and finished off by Porter.
With his vert, Porter Jr. has no issues getting to the rim.
And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Nets. They've led by as many as 14 points. Second minute off the clock now in the 4th. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
Outside Porter to tie it up. And finished off by Porter.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
And the Nets with possession here. Following the score by Houston. 6 on the shot clock. Johnson the pass to Claxton. And now running it up the court. Martin pushing it up. And finished off by Martin.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
Huge points from Porter Jr. Fearless in big moments.
Inside, here's Claxton, and the shot goes down.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind the layup. Come on now. My goodness.
A terrific and one on that one. Those are the kind of plays, guys, that win basketball.
Smith scanning the floor. Mills with the steal. Johnson against Martin. Finney-Smith passes to Johnson. Over to the wing. Here's Bridges. There's the screen. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, a national champion in college. Bridges has also played in the finals. So Miguel is built for pressure moments like this.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They're leading by 1. There's 1:17 left in the 4th quarter.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that ties the game up.
And a talented swingman. Bridges is someone to keep an eye on as he continues to round out his game.
Dinwiddie's checked in for Brooklyn.
And really, the tension could not be higher right now. And he looked like he was shooting free throws at practice. What a cool customer.
And there's the defensive 3-second call. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Nets.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
Well, let's make sure we don't overlook the steals they've been able to get now. Those forced turnovers have helped them put points on the board and in their pocket.
Johnson outside for 3. Good. And oh, that was an enormous 3-pointer.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Porter passes to Shanger.
Well, Porter has tremendous talent and is very creative. He's good at getting his guys the ball when they're ready to score. A good passer because he's got good vision.
There's 48 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Johnson outside. Pass to Bridges. Puts the move on. Yes! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Oh, a major factor in those 2021 finals. Bridges growing more and more comfortable in the big moment.
Now here is Martin. On the wing, Green. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Ripped away. Bridges against Green. Money!
Goodness. Mikal Bridges. Thundering slam off the bounce.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They're trailing by 1. 5 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And this is it, guys. Down 1. They've got just enough time to work it around for a good shot. And it better be a good shot because it's the only shot they have.
5 seconds left in the game. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. They break the hearts of every fan in the building.
most of the action to come out of the backcourt of this game.
No, exactly, B.A. Both teams are led by their
With both these teams, Greg, their athleticism. Some high flyers on the court tonight.
And, Kev, it's not just about the aerial skills, though. There are some guys out there who can flat out wear you down with their ability to run the floor.
Here are the five for the Raptors. The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. And Van Vliet out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Pirtle in at the center.
And you watch the way that Siakam plays. It can get you in the open court or in half-court sets. Great forward who gives you a little bit of everything.
And he makes that one.
A springy guard, Porter Jr. can rise up with the best of them.
Porter against Van Vliet. Going inside, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And for Siakam, Greg, he almost epitomizes the modern forward.
And that's not to say he's the best forward, but he displays all the skills you now expect from that position. Solid player who any team would love to have.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Anunoby kicks to Van Vliet. It's stolen by Green. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Green with the ball. Buries the long-range jumper.
I know you're not going to believe it, but yes, that was strong defense by Green. And then because of that effort, he takes it all the way himself.
Now here's Van Vliet. And a wide-open look for Siakam. Van Vliet passes to Anunoby. Siakam a screen on Green. Back to Van Vliet. 3 on the clock. Siakam. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist.
It's important that Siakam plays with confidence from there. I mean, when he does, the results are often like that one.
Now, here's Porter. It's Martin on the wing. The feed to Smith. In the corner, Şengün with it. Smith with a screen on Pirtle. Şengün passes to Smith, and it's slammed in by Smith.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Siakam looking around. Van Vliet outside. Pass to Anunoby. It's stolen by Green. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And a wide open look for Porter. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Van Vliet kicks to Anunoby. Siakam for 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Siakam's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, you got to get out on that. Siakam demonstrating that ability to hurt you from beyond.
Pirtle with the steal. To the middle, here's Barnes, and it's Barnes slamming it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Now, here is Smith. And here is Şengün. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Smith. Fires from deep. Drains the three-pointer. Smith's got his second basket of the game.
And how about Porter Jr.'s court awareness? Excellent job finding the open man with the pass.
Nice shot by Pirtle.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Outside Porter. They kick it out to Green. A three-pointer, no good. Raptors with the lead. And Siakam has it in the corner. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Back to Siakam. Here's the drive. That falls. Great assist by Van Vliet. 9 points for Siakam. Porter with it. Now guarded by Siakam. And it's Smith missing. Toronto leading by 3. And the rejection by Smith. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. And it's a completely new group for Toronto. Here is Flynn. Young, a screen on Porter. Passes it to Young. Good on the shot.
Backed by great length. I'd call Young a reliable interior scoring option.
Porter against Flynn. Outside Green. And it's Green slamming it down.
And one of Green's best assets, his leaping ability. He's a natural athlete. Very explosive.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point, but these teams, they are built to score, so.
Pascal Siakam getting it done for Toronto. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. What do you guys think about the Raptors here in this one?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
When you're the more aggressive club, good things tend to happen. We'll see if they can maintain this level of intensity.
Smith is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Washington. Then there's Jalen Green. And it's Martin in at the 3. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. Houston in the lead. Out to the right wing. Washington kicks to Green. And Green slams it in.
The defense gets physical with Green inside, so he uses his agility to get around.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. Raptors trail by 3. Flynn kicks to Trent. Down low. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Trent against Martin. Trent outside. Porter finds Trent. The kick out to Porter. The pass to Boucher. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Pass to Boucher. And the dunk by Boucher.
And that's a nice sign. Porter normally on the other end of the pass, but great awareness.
Green against Trent. Smith sets the pick for Washington. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Thaddeus Young. And the NBA in recent years has gone from measuring players' height in shoes to now, Richard, just in socks. Like, for instance, Draymond Green went from 6'7" to 6'6", although he'll probably argue that with you. Did you get shorter without shoes?
I was one of the rare players that actually rounded lower. I was 6'6" and 3/4 without shoes on, so I would probably be closer to 6'9" with shoes and socks and orthotics. So, you know, look, I was one of the honest ones, so I have no issue with them bringing it back down. So it's fine. I'm glad they're changing it up and we're getting accurate numbers.
Van Vliet passes to Anunoby. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Rockets? Both free throws good from Anunoby.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
Kicks it to Kaminsky. Pass to Tate. And the foul on Jayshawn Tate. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Siakam inside. Kaminsky's there. Van Vliet passes to Siakam. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead.
And Jayshawn Tate, talk about positional flexibility. I don't know if you'd call him an oversized guard or an undersized forward.
He even played some center at Ohio State. NBA scouts weren't sure what his position was. He kind of flew underneath the radar, went undrafted, but everybody knows his name now.
Marjanovic finds Kaminsky. Here's Christopher. Takes a three. And it's denied. Sent back by Siakam. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now.
And look at how focused Van Vliet is on D, not allowing the shooter any space.
And that one's good. Barnes.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much, and we can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success. Back to you.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, DA. Thank you so much. To the left side wing. Back to Tate. 1:25 left to play in the first half. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Van Vliet picks one up. Rockets have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. No good on the second free throw. Raptors trail by 3. Passes to Siakam. Over in the corner, Barnes. Barnes with another miss. The Rockets have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Out to the right wing. A shot by Kaminsky. Nobody around. Cans it from downtown. Kaminsky's got the lead up to 6 now for Houston. The Raptors have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Here's Van Vliet. The rebound by Marjanovic.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Here's Tate. Now the pass to Marjanovic. The shot comes out, and Toronto will come the other way. Siakam left side. Barnes outside. Pass to Anunoby. Fires for 3. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Anunoby's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
Pass to Christopher. Back to Tate. Chalk up 2 there. And the Rockets lead by 5.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And some good action through the first 2.
The Raptors 28.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Well, guys, what can you say? Jalen Green, an impressive effort here today.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. Anunoby out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Pirtle in at the center position. And Fred VanVleet, a player who has always shot well from outside.
And Kevin VanVleet has continued to kind of take on more of an offensive load. Increased his volume while maintaining efficiency. Not every player able to do that.
Here's Porter. Makes it off the glass. Porter's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
VanVleet against Porter. For three, Siakam. Raptors with a fresh shot clock. Nice shot by Pirtle.
And Pirtle has a stick-with-it mentality on the offensive glass, just throwing himself against the board.
Porter with it. Now guarded by Siakam. Sinks the three-pointer.
Off and running right off the bat here to start the second half.
They double-team VanVleet. It's stolen by Martin. To the inside. And stolen by Siakam. Over in the corner, Barnes. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. This is his first free throw of the game.
And from the line a season ago, 73%.
Barnes hits them both. Rockets leading by 6. Outside, Porter. It's Martin on the wing. From outside, off the mark.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
And the shot goes in. Siakam's got 11.
And great find by VanVleet. He's in control of this offense and generally makes good decisions.
Here's Porter. Out to Smith. Fires the three. Buries it from three-point range. He's got 8.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
Toronto calls timeout. Raptors trail by 7. Flynn the pass to Trent. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. It's rebounded by Houston.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Here's Green. The kick out to Porter. Outside, Martin. Houston needs to get a shot. Here's Green, and there's the drive. Oh, he misses the dunk.
Why? Just why? Come on, man. Save that one for practice.
On the wing, Porter. Here's Trent. That one wide left. Rockets leading by 7. Martin with it. Picked up by Flynn. Porter looking it over. And there's the foul. It'll go on Malachi Flynn. That's his first foul. Chris Boucher's checked in for Toronto. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. The kick out to Porter. Three-pointer, Martin. Here's Smith. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Smith's got the lead up to 9 now for the Rockets. Young against Smith. Flynn the pass to Trent. Great D that time from Green. Houston's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Smith kicks to Porter. On the wing, Green. Nifty move. And Green slams it in.
This is what makes Green so elusive, so difficult to cover. His ability to destroy you with that handle.
Trent outside. There's 42 seconds left to play in the third. For Toronto, they have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6. And the first one at the line is good. A new lineup here for Houston. A new group in now for the Raptors. Siakam is checked in for Young. Barnes comes in for Porter. Anunoby, he's checked in for Gary Trent. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Flynn. To the wing right side. 26 seconds left to play in the third. 5 to shoot. Here's Christopher. Boucher with the rebound.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Siakam sets a screen for VanVleet. Siakam inside. And the basket is good. Siakam's got 4 points now in the quarter.
A high-energy wing with a solid all-around skill set. Siakam is developing into a quality go-to scorer.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
Timeout charge to Houston. The Rockets call.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Rockets lead by 7. And time to step aside quick. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this way?
We talk a lot about playing for one another. Right there with the pass, he's demonstrated what it means to do exactly this.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. We got Frank Kaminsky. He's out there with Boban Marjanovic, and it's Christopher in at the point guard position. That's the 5 for Houston right now. And he makes the first. Houston with a big group substitution here. Şengün's checked in for Marjanovic. Smith comes in for Frank Kaminsky. Green, he's checked in for Tate. And Porter subbed in for Josh Christopher. And stolen by Şengün. And here comes the break. Covered by Barnes. Barnes grabs the miss. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Raptors. VanVleet with it. Now guarded by Porter. And that one's good. Barnes.
And you can always count on VanVleet to make the right play. He doesn't make too many bad decisions when he's got the ball in his hands.
The drive by Green. Porter finds Green. And Boucher sends it back. Into the lane. Siakam passes to Boucher. Out to the wing. Green against Anunoby. Just 5 to shoot. They double team VanVleet. Boom, he jams it straight down.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Porter kicks to Green. Covered by Barnes and stolen by Barnes. Martin, he's checked in for the Rockets.
16 fouls.
Raptors trail by 4. VanVleet passes to Anunoby. Good, and VanVleet gets the assist. VanVleet's got 6 assists now in the game. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Raptors. Here's Porter. And nothing is falling for him right now. The Raptors have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Passes it to Anunoby. Siakam outside. Barnes kicks to Siakam. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Porter passes to Şengün. Back to Porter. driving to the basket. And he banks in the layup. And the Rockets lead by 3.
This team needed someone to step up, and it's Kevin Porter Jr., the former first-round pick, with a huge basket.
Van Vliet against Porter. Barnes kicks to Siakam. Shot clock at 5.
And Siakam wants to be the guy for this team, especially in these types of high-pressure situations.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Rockets. Pirtle, he's checked in for Chris Boucher. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
See, it's easy to see why his teammates trust him. He's a leader on this team and loves coming up huge in the clutch.
Porter passes to Martin. And he gets it to go from the corner.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
It's deflected. It's stolen by Green. To the paint. And Pirtle sends it back.
And you got to give appreciation to how Pirtle punishes shooters. A dynamite shot blocker with impeccable timing.
1:35 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And it's Green slamming it down.
Love the confidence from Green, showing he's got poise, taking and making big shots.
Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. And the pass to Purdy. Green against Anunoby. Here's Pirtle. 2 free throws coming up, and here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can... The previous play is substituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay...
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Love that aggression from Green, banging down low.
That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that increases their lead to 6. And it's Van Vliet with the ball for the Raptors. Barnes outside. To the middle. Here's Siakam. The shot, no good. The Rockets go the other way with it. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And he does get the second one. And that makes it a 7-point lead.
And not as productive a trip as you would like, but they're still in a pretty comfortable position.
Barnes left side. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. And the rebound goes to Martin. The kick out to Porter. The 3 kept alive by Houston. Martin wide open. He fires. That one no good. And the foul called on OG Anunoby. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
7 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Porter finds Smith. Back to Porter. Shoots over Van Vliet. No good there. So we see the Rockets get the win here. It was a fantastic...
a physical one tonight, Grant, particularly on the glass.
Yeah, bring your hard hat. This is going to be a physical game indeed. Both sides are used to generating extra possessions with their rebounding, so I'm curious to see which club wins that battle.
Now let's take a look at Toronto's starting lineup. The forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. Fred VanVleet out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Pirtle in at the center position. Now here's Mills. The kick out to Johnson. Sinks it from distance.
Perfect vision. Mills getting quicker these days at spotting the open man.
Mills against VanVleet. And stolen by Bridges. From deep three-point range. Leaps for it. Mills, no good. VanVleet on the wing. Pass to Pirtle. Claxton with a rebound. Brooklyn has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc.
You know, the first player ever drafted out of Austria, Jakob Pirtle, is blazing his own path, inspiring a new wave of basketball players.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That's on Dorian Finney-Smith.
The length and athleticism of Pascal Siakam is special. This is why he's such a big part of this team.
You know, Pirtle's country of Austria, they've never qualified for the games or world championships, Smitty.
You're right, B.A. I know he really carries the flag for Austrian hoops, but the game is growing there because of Jakob Pirtle. Look at what Dirk did for their neighbors in Germany.
And Claxton gets the bucket.
Known as more of a shooter than a playmaker, Mills has improved at running the offense.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
To the paint. Here's Claxton. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today.
A for effort, but when there's that much resistance at the rim, better find another option.
Mills against VanVleet. Here's Claxton. Pirtle with the block.
Gotta love the shot blocking ability of Pirtle. Wonderful timing right there.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Now here's VanVleet. Siakam in the post. He's marked by Finney-Smith. Just 5 on the clock. VanVleet, the pass to Barnes. From deep. Rebound, Brooklyn. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession.
The Raptors are taking a patient approach. They understand to get back to a championship level, they've got to grow from within.
Now here's VanVleet. Shoots off the step back. They get the rebound. Kicks it out to Siakam. VanVleet against Mills. Siakam pulls down the board. And despite setting their sights on the future, Smitty, last season the Raptors still claimed the 5th seed in the East.
Exceeding expectations, that's what they do. And with their great player development program, they have every reason to believe they'll continue to improve.
Here's Mills. The Raptors making their last shot. Back to Finney-Smith. Jams it home with authority.
A little undersized at the 4, but he can get off the ground.
VanVleet with it, and Johnson picks him up defensively. Outside Barnes. Pass to Pirtle. That one's good, and it's Barnes with the assist.
Just what you expect from Pirtle inside, using his size to get to a close-range shot.
And here's Mills for 3. Not going to go that time. And it's Toronto taking it the other way. 3-pointer, VanVleet. Counted from distance. And that'll tie this game up.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Let's go with a 3. Finney-Smith's shot is off. The Raptors have gone only 3 for 9 from the floor. There's 42 seconds left in the opening quarter. Brooklyn has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown. Pass to Bridges. Puts up a 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
And it's Dorian Finney-Smith with the foul. That's his 3rd foul so far. A line change here for Toronto.
Substitution on the court.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Trent right side. 6 on the shot clock. Finney-Smith pulls it in. Left side Johnson. Porter with the steal. Can't get it to drop. 1 quarter in the books. And it's been a close one. It's the net. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. All right, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
So on the floor for Toronto to kick off the second quarter. Chris Boucher out there with Thaddeus Young. Then there's Gary Trent. Then there's Otto Porter. And it's Flynn in at the 1. Now here's Dinwiddie. The kick out to Simmons. Dinwiddie outside. Shot clock at 5. Simmons against Boucher. Simmons, no good.
What? What a defensive play, gets the stop and does it without fouling.
Here's Flynn. He's covered by Dinwiddie. Back to Watanabe. Pass to Harris. Here's Watanabe. 4-3. And it's Boucher with the rebound.
Oh, and last summer, Ben Simmons had surgery on a herniated disc. I'm not a back expert, you know, I'm more of an ankle guy, but hard to be effective when that area is just not right.
The Nets with the lead. Simmons with it. Off target at the rim.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
And last season, Ben Simmons caught some flack for not suiting up in the playoffs. Grant, you think his surgery quieted those voices a little?
You know, I think it did a little bit, but, you know, at this point, it's going to come down to his performance on the court. He does have something to prove. It'll be interesting to see what he does.
Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
Yep, that one goes. And the Nets lead by 3.
Sometimes with that much of a height advantage, resistance is futile.
Here's Flynn. That shot, no good. Ooh, great D that time from Simmons. Harris on the wing. Simmons with a screen on Trent. Here's Dinwiddie. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Time called here. The Raptors decide to talk it over. Grant, it's a shooter's league, and we're seeing more and more big men float out to the perimeter and knocking them down.
Well, B.A., the game has evolved, and the shooting, particularly from the bigs, is fantastic. But, you know, I wish the bigs had a little bit more diversity. I don't mind shooting from the perimeter, but every once in a while, go mix it up and take advantage of your size mismatch in the paint.
So Brooklyn ends up going with a new group.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
Outside Johnson. Outside Curry. The 3 is up. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Pirtle's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Van Vliet. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
That's tough from Van Vliet, able to take the hit and keep working through it.
Watanabe's checked in for Brooklyn.
It's rare for an undrafted player to make an impact, but Fred Van Vliet has earned his spot in the league. The sixth man on a title team back in 2019, and he's become an all-star.
Stolen by Van Vliet. Barnes with it, and Bridges picks him up defensively.
You can't teach court awareness. Barnes understands when his guys are uncovered.
To the middle. Here's Claxton. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Claxton's got 6 points. Well, Smitty, Van Vliet's become an all-star. Is he the best undrafted player in the NBA, you think?
Well, B.A., Ben Wallace is the standard. A multiple-time Defensive Player of the Year winner. Champions like Bruce Bowen and Udonis Haslem, they're right up there. But Fred Van Vliet has a chance when it's all said and done to be the best.
Toronto's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Pass to Pirtle. It's stolen by Curry. And here's Bridges. The kick out, Curry. From deep three-point range. Bridges misses. For Toronto, they've gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. Now here's Van Vliet. Back to Siakam. 36 seconds left in the first half. That gives them the lead. He's got 5.
At the arc, Siakam can be so dangerous. When he gets an opening, he drills it.
Claxton. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And the first one at the line is good. He's off on the second.
He wanted to get his team the lead, and even though he didn't, he should feel good. At least he tied it up.
Shot and game clock separated by 5.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
There's 18 seconds left to play in the first half. Picked by Pirtle. 6 to shoot. Three-pointer, Van Vliet. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam.
Comfortable in catch-and-shoot situations. Fred does a lot of things for this team.
Pass to Watanabe. Three-pointer, Bridges. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Raptors out in front. They lead by 3. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Man, one guy's been getting it done, Fred Van Vliet.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
We've got Patrick Mills. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Johnson in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And the front office for Brooklyn has said they need selfless players who want to be there and are available.
Well, B.A., the message is pretty clear. After Kyrie Irving missed most of last year due to personal choices, the Nets want all hands on deck this go-around.
Three-pointer, Bridges. Pirtle grabs a miss. Pirtle's got 5 rebounds in the game. Siakam left side. Van Vliet outside. Siakam with a screen on Mills. The 3 from Barnes. Oh, again, Toronto with a triple.
As a distributor, Fred Van Vliet is so effective. He knows when and where to feed his guys.
Van Vliet against Mills. Pass to Finney-Smith. Screen by Claxton. Finney-Smith with it. He's picked up by Pirtle. And Claxton gets the bucket. Claxton's got 9.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
It's Barnes on the wing. Here's Anunoby. Back to Siakam. Now Anunoby. He's guarded by Bridges. Pass to Van Vliet. Here's Anunoby. And a two-handed jam.
That's good. Improving as a passer, Siakam showing a willingness to get it to open teammates.
And Smitty, the Toronto Raptors, the lone Canadian team in the NBA. They take great pride in that.
Since the Grizzlies relocated to Memphis in 2001, Canada has belonged to the Raptors. BA, you can tell they take pride in this. They don't just represent the city of Toronto, but the entire country.
Mills with it. Siakam covering. Outside Mills. Screen by Claxton. There's the triple. Mills, no good. Toronto's gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Pass to Anunoby. And stolen by Bridges. It's stolen by Pirtle. There's the drive. Tipped. Out of bounds as Toronto keeps possession. Outside Barnes. Siakam outside. Barnes the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Knocked away. Stolen by Bridges. Out on his own on the break. And it's stolen by Van Vliet. And here's Siakam for 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Give him 8 points now.
That play shows you how much confidence this team has in Siakam's shot. They set him up perfectly.
Back to Mills. Tipped away. With a 9-footer, and that's good. Off the glass that time. Mills has got 5 now.
Clock ticking down. Patty Mills calm under pressure. He gets it to go just under the wire.
Pass to Siakam. Back to Barnes. The 3. The rebound by the Nets. Claxton's got rebound number 7 tonight. Mills against Siakam. Now Finney-Smith. Outside Johnson. Nice shot by Finney-Smith. Finney-Smith's got his second basket of the game.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
And Toronto calls time here.
Some noise, everyone.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Watanabe's checked in for Finney-Smith. O'Neal comes in for Johnson, and it's Dinwiddie in for Mills. And the Raptors with some changes. Trent outside, beyond the arc. He drops it from range. And the Raptors lead by 11.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Boucher on the screen. Right wing. Here's Flynn. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Nets have gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. Pass to O'Neal. Here's Claxton. Back to O'Neal. Screen by Claxton. And here's Trent. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter. Trent's got 5 points.
There's always been a level of savvy to Porter's game. Beautiful pass.
And here's Dinwiddie from the arc. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. And as we end the third quarter, and a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. So for Toronto right now, Malachi Flynn out there with Gary Trent. Then it's Chris Boucher. Then it's Thaddeus Young. And it's Porter in at the 3, the small forward.
Spencer Dinwiddie. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Porter. Here's Flynn. Screen by Young. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Porter outside. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Pass to Bridges. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. The 3 is up. Drills it from deep.
Woo, he got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
Now Young. Claxton with a rebound. 4th quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Here's Watanabe. Guarded by Young. Watanabe can't get it to go. Toronto has gone 7 for 17 from three-point range so far in this matchup. Outside for Boucher. Into the lane. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Hard to match up with Boucher inside, especially when he's trying to score.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Toronto.
They are making it rain from the three-point land right now. And the coaching staff continues to encourage them to let it fly.
Another big factor for them has been their ability to get points off of turnovers. The easiest offense is created by good defense.
Back to Claxton. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That one on Barnes.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Both good from the line that time.
You know, the way things fell apart for the Nets has some saying the super team's era might be ending. The Nets went all in and handed over a lot of control to those stars. Now, can they reestablish the culture that attracted them in the first place?
And here's Mills from the arc. The shot no good. And it's Toronto taking it the other way. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Siakam for 3. Brooklyn with the board. Bridges outside. Inside. Stolen by Siakam. Now here's Van Vliet. Back to Siakam. Takes a 3. And a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes. Van Vliet's got 3 assists in the game. The Nets have gone 1 of 4 since the 4th quarter began. From deep. And Patrick Mills hits from deep.
When you look at role players around the league who love to answer back, Mills is at the top of the list.
Pass to Boucher. Kicks it out to Barnes. Anunoby with it. From the arc. Rebounded by the Nets. Claxton's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And here's Van Vliet. There's a minute 47 left in the 4th. Shots blocked. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. On the take. High post Boucher. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got 11 rebounds in the game. Pass to Finney-Smith. 1:25 left in the 4th quarter here. Barnes with it, and it's Mills picking him up. Van Vliet right side. Siakam in the post. He's guarded by Mills. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
And this is a game they can build off of. They kept their focus all game long, and it will get marked as a win for the Raptors.
It was stop and go for them along the way, but they finally seized full control of this game.
BA, the scoreboard definitely doesn't tell the whole story. They were able to pull things together when things got tough, and of course, they closed strong.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Fred VanVleet.
High-level shot making, what we got a chance to witness. He responded to good defense with better offense time and time again.
Siakam, and then Siakam with the jam.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on him.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
And here are the Raptors now. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. VanVleet, the pass to Pirtle. Rebounded by the Nets. And it looks like they just won't have enough left here at the end.
Yeah, they simply ran out of time and energy.
And here are the Raptors now. They've got a 9-point lead. Here's Anunoby, and he converts the layup.
Outstanding work by OG. Unbelievable versatility, and that was a tough finish.
From deep three-point range, offline. So no problem for Toronto as they get... All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill. teams here that know a thing or two about ball movement, Grant.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, there's a great feel that these teams play with. Two of the smartest teams in the league. They focus on sharing the basketball and keeping everyone involved. This is a matchup for the purist.
Now the starting group for the Houston Rockets. Smith plays the 4 with Şengün at center. Porter Jr. and Green are the backcourt set, and it's Martin in at the 3. Now here's Bridges. They grab their own miss. From outside the arc. He's off on that one. So Houston will take it the other way. Here's Smith. Finney Smith pulls it in. Brooklyn's gone 0 for 2 from outside. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. And it's Houston's ball. It's Martin on the wing. And he dunks it down.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack.
You look at how the game is played today. Teams are looking for length, versatility, and, of course, shooting. And Smith Jr. has all of that and more.
Now here's Smith. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Here's Green. For 3. He can't get it to go. Mills against Green. Pass to Bridges. And here we go. The Rockets in transition. And it's hammered home by Green.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And it's hammered home by Green.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Time called here. The Nets decide to talk it over now. For Brooklyn, they've gone 0 for 4, missing their first 4 attempts. Well, you mentioned the shooting, Grant. Smith Jr. hitting 42% from beyond the arc last season.
B.A., I mean, among his many skills, that one probably stands out the most. But I also love his potential at the other end. He really has those tools to be a lockdown defender 1 through 5.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Rockets.
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Mills attacking. He got a piece of it. Martin outside. He takes it in. Outside for Porter. Pass to Smith. Shot clock at 6. Fades and shoots. Outside, Green. Tries yet again. Rebounded by the Nets.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Hey, I got to admit, I like how the Rockets are approaching their rebuild. This summer, drafting Jabari Smith and Tari Eason, 2 versatile forwards to go with the other young talents. It feels like the picture is starting to come into focus in Houston.
Now here's Porter. Outside for Green. It's Martin on the wing. Off the mark there with a 3. Brooklyn has gone 1 for 5 from 3-point range. A cold start. Pass to Claxton. Now Bridges. Back to Claxton. Claxton. Well, the trio of KD, Kyrie, and Harden, Doris, They played just 16 games together when it was all said and done.
Just so frustrating for a Nets organization that had positioned itself to acquire that talent. But this is a real lesson about success in the NBA. You have to maximize your windows and take nothing for granted, because boy, do things change quickly.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 8 so far. Here's Mills. And it's all tied up.
Wow, creating off the bounce is Patty Mills. Nice drive.
An open look for Porter. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now. For Brooklyn, they've gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Pass to Mills. 34 seconds left in the first. And Brooklyn again with a bucket.
Yeah, this is what Patty Mills gives you consistently. You give him a jumper, he will knock it in.
Here's Green. No good there. And Brooklyn will go the other way with it. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
Martin outside. Takes it inside. Green, the pass to Martin. Back to Green. Second chance effort.
That's quickness and size working in Finney Smith's favor on the defensive end, making it very tough for the shooter to get any kind of look around him.
And at the end.
Please give a big round of applause for your next team.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the Nets, what do you think, guys?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
Udiplomat out there with Royce O'Neal. Then it's Ben Simmons. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 1. So that's the Nets 5.
Guys, you think about someone like Royce O'Neal, who is finally finding his footing in this league. After starting 20 combined games his first 2 seasons, he has just missed 9 starts since. Pretty incredible.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Doris, how about Royce O'Neal? He's starting to figure things out.
Right, B.A. We haven't seen the explosion offensively, but he plays consistently at the 3 spot. He can make an open 3. He can go off the bounce. He'll contribute on the glass. You can also, mix it up a little bit inside with the bigger guys. There's a lot to like about his contributions.
For Houston, they've gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Kaminsky outside. Marjanovic inside. Simmons defending. Marjanovic can't hit. The Nets with the lead. O'Neal on the wing. Pass to Harris. Back to O'Neal. 3-pointer. And out of bounds. Houston will have it. Houston has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. To the wing, right side. Outside Tate. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
First personal foul. 2 seconds.
Here's Simmons. And slam dunk by Simmons.
And this close to the rim, Ben Simmons just leaves no doubt. Guys, when you consider the firepower that the Nets have, obviously built to contend, but the defensive end has got to improve. We know championships are built and begin with the defensive side of the floor.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Kaminsky outside. Back to Christopher. An easy 2 on the layup. And Doris, for the Nets defense, getting back a healthy Ben Simmons will be a big help.
Well, consider, B.A., that Ben was a two-time first-team all-defense already in his career. Joe Harris is competitively tough and brings size on the wing. And with some defensive depth coming in, getting stops has got to be the focus.
Here's Christopher. Pass to Marjanovic. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
And it's a completely new group for the Rockets. Brooklyn has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Pass to Watanabe. Fires the three. The shot won't fall. Good D by Şengün. Smith outside. Back to Martin. We've got 1:23 left in the second quarter. Excellent D there from Dinwiddie.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense. Guys, it seems to me that what's gotten lost in all the criticism of Ben Simmons shooting is the fact that this guy is still very special at the things he is very capable of doing.
A full line change here for Brooklyn. Pass to Mills. Over Porter. And too long on the shot. The Rockets trail. Here's Martin. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
To the inside. And there's the rejection. Martin, the pass to Green. Here's Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
Are you serious? That is some power from a point guard.
Oh, I love backcourt players with some ups.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Here's Porter. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That's good from Porter. Porter hits them both. The Nets have gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. Inside. Pass to Martin. Mills against Porter. Another missed shot. He's 1 of 5, looking shaky out there. Bridges, right side. 2 on the clock. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Jalen Green.
Well, they're playing with fire, putting Mikal Bridges on the free throw line. This guy's so comfortable at the charity stripe. The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game. And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Boy, you look at Mikal Bridges. What a contribution.
You know, I'm not really sure what defenders can do to slow him down. He's just too skilled.
Well, perhaps the most impressive thing has been his incredible consistency. This guy is a great player who always brings a ton of energy. What a great...
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. And Doris, last season, only 5 NBA players participated in all 82 games. That's a record low in the league's history.
Well, in addition to that, Brian, consider the previous low was 17, so that's not even close. Now, we know that health and safety protocols contributed to that number, but it is pretty clear we're in the age of load management. What impact is that having on the league in terms of fan base?
The drive by Porter, and he banks in the layup. Porter's got 8.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Out to Bridges. Clock at 6. Pass to Watanabe. Dinwiddie with it. To the paint. Here's Bridges. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. 9 points in the game.
Well, we know this. Mikal Bridges has the length and hops to score inside. Nicely done.
And think about this. In an era of load management, Mikal Bridges is a rarity. He has never missed a game in college or the NBA.
And then Porter with the dunk.
Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. And the shot goes. And if you talk to Bridges, Grant, he really credits his mom for his determination on and off the court.
You know, B.A., it's a terrific story. Now, she actually made the NBA before Mikal did. She joined the 76ers organization in 2015, 3 years before Mikal was drafted.
Watanabe. The kick out to Johnson. Pass to Claxton. Back to Dinwiddie. Timeout called. Brooklyn.
Timeout. Timeout. Started.
Everyone needed to get live here from Give it up for the Brooklyn.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Porter the pass to Smith. And here's Martin. Outside Porter. For the lead. Rebounded by Johnson. The Nets have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Pass to Dinwiddie. Here's Watanabe. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. And it's a completely new group for the Rockets.
Boy, you think about the start of Spencer Dinwiddie's career. It was rocky. This guy falls to the second round. He gets waived a couple of times. It wasn't until he found his way to the Nets that he started to find his footing.
And Marjanovic gets it to go.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
Dinwiddie outside. 1:49 left in the third quarter. Back comes Houston in transition. And here's Tate outside. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got his 5th rebound in this one. Talking about Dinwiddie, he steadily improved with Brooklyn, Doris.
He sure did, B.A., averaging 20 points per game during that 19-20 season. Then he was rewarded with a huge free agent deal during the summer of 2021. Perseverance is a big-time part of his story.
Back to Christopher. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Hey, you can't block it. Sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Finney Smith's checked in for Brooklyn. And that's good as he hits both shots.
And guys, what I like about the Rockets, they have stockpiled talent. I know they're young, but they focused on getting as many pieces as they can. Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
1:07 left in the third. Finney Smith with it, working on Kaminsky. Dinwiddie goes in, uses the glass on the layup. Dinwiddie's got 6 here in the quarter.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup, nicely done.
Here's Christopher. He's covered by Dinwiddie.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? The first free throw is good.
Well, what you love about Mikal Bridges is he is going to accept whatever his coaches and team ask of him. This is what's allowed him to be successful.
Porter against Dinwiddie. Smith outside. Outside, Green. It's deflected. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Martin, the pass to Smith. Outside for Green. Pass to Şengün. Back to Martin. Three-pointer. Brooklyn with the board. Johnson's got 4 rebounds in the game. That's a foul called on Cameron Johnson. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
And here's Porter outside. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. They've got Dorian Finney-Smith. He's out there with Nicholas Claxton. Mikal Bridges is out there with Cameron Johnson. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Green for 3. He nails it. That's his 5th make in 11 tries.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Dinwiddie passes to Bridges. Yes, and a nice assist from Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie's got 3 assists in the game.
Well, the length and skill set is a tremendous combination for Mikal Bridges, starting to cook a little bit.
And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
I mean, they've played some beautiful basketball all game. The passing has been impressive, and it's opened up things with their ball movement.
And another theme in this game, to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
Down low. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Smith passes to Green. Outside Porter. Pass to Martin. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Finney-Smith. Green with the defensive effort.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Johnson with it, guarded by Smith. Now here's Dinwiddie. Pass to Claxton. Just 5 to shoot. Up and over Porter, and Claxton gets the bucket.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
On the wing, Green. He's guarded by Bridges. And stolen by Bridges. From deep, Johnson. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Martin outside. Takes the 3. The rebound by Bridges. Bridges has got 4 rebounds now. Deflected. And they're able to recover. Finney-Smith with it. Martin picks him up. So it'll be 2. And coach doesn't like the call at all. He's opting to use his challenge. He wants the officials to look at the replay.
And even with the coach's challenge in place,
the previous play is
the foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. but at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Smith outside. Outside Porter. Back to Smith. There's the three. The rebound by Bridges.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
Here's Finney-Smith. Back to Claxton. Three-pointer, Bridges. Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts.
Well, in catch-and-shoot opportunities, you've got to have good feet and pre-shot preparation. Mikal Bridges, yes, sir.
Şengün passes to Porter. Şengün, a screen on Dinwiddie. Here's Porter. Houston gets it back. On the wing, Green. And it's all from three-point range. No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot.
Here's Finney-Smith. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Dinwiddie. And it's a 12-point Nets lead.
Well, this is where Dorian Finney-Smith has really come such a long way. What a transformation to a real threat beyond the arc.
Bridges with it. Martin picks him up. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. Harris is checked in for Dinwiddie. The Rockets have got 1 out of 6 shots to fall in this final quarter. Not ideal.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Nets.
And it was dueling three-pointers all night. A battle they won.
Both teams had the same plan. Win the game on the perimeter. So fun to watch.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Mikal Bridges.
The scoring effort from him, unreal. Carrying this team. I mean, he was amazing tonight.
Second personal foul. Team seconds.
No good on the free throw.
Shooting for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton.
He hits the second from the line. 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Green for three. On target from range.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end. But right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
From deep, Johnson knocks down the triple. And the Nets lead by 16.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Green, the pass to Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Harris. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
His third personal foul.
That free throw no good. Good on the second one. We've got 13 seconds left in the final quarter. Pass to Claxton. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Another steal. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. A clean win, and one where they clear.